Garland ISD family. My name is Ramona Morin Aguilar, and I'm Director of Family and Community Engagement. It's Tuesday, and that means it's Facebook Live Day. I'm so glad that you're joining us. How is everyone? Please chat with us and check in. Let us know what schools your children attend and how you're doing. Today we're going to talk about health and wellness. Health and wellness have a new level of importance in our world today. As a parent, it's all I can think about sometimes. I know many of you share the same feeling. I'm constantly reminding my family to wash their hands, and I'm constantly cleaning surfaces that have been touched like doorknobs and light switches. If someone sneezes, I start asking questions to make sure that they're okay. Am I the only one that's a little paranoid these days? The only thing I can compare it to is when you have a newborn in the house and you feel like every surface has to be cleaned at least 3 times. Right now, we are all concerned about the health and wellness of our families. That is why I'm so glad that our Garland ISD Health and Wellness staff are here to visit with us today. Garland ISD cares about all of our families, and we are here to serve you. Remember, we can get through this together.
Hello, everybody. My name is John Belts, and I'm the PE teacher at Northlake Elementary here in Garland ISD. I have been asked to come on and show you some ways that we can move and exercise while being in this new world that we are all living in. Life for everyone has been changed in the last few weeks. Our routines have been disturbed and turned upside down. The places that we thought we could always go to might be closed temporarily. That includes gyms, that includes some parks, and of course it's school. And that means that my favorite class, I may be biased, but it's PE. There's been no PE, and I can't wait. I've been so ready to go back to school. So hopefully that will be coming soon, but we can't control that, can we? But what you and I can control is how much we exercise while we're at home. We can make it part of our daily routine. And I'm going to tell you, exercise helps recharge the body, the brain, your feeling. It helps you control stress. It's a way to just get out, breathe, and recharge. Now, you may be saying, but I don't have equipment at home. And don't use that as an excuse. That is no reason to not just move. And like I said, it doesn't have to be big. It can be simple stuff. You're not going to start out by running a marathon on your first day. So you start out real simple and with little stuff. And before you know those little things, 5 jumping jacks, for instance, in a week, 2 weeks time, that may lead up to 100 jumping jacks. So I'm about to show you a slide that I've kind of put together just to give you some examples of the way that you can stay healthy and the way that you can move and that you can exercise at your house. So let me show you. So in the beginning, find a safe area, whether that be inside your house, whether that be in your backyard, but find a safe area inside or around your house, okay? And again, to repeat myself, small things add up to be really big things. Don't start out big, start out small. Keep it simple. I said do not use that excuse, well, I don't have any equipment. That's fine. You don't need equipment to move and to exercise. And something that helps me is if I plan out like a week or 2 weeks in advance, if I plan out my exercise routine, if I write it down, if I type it up, if I print it, and then if I post it somewhere where I can see it every day, that helps me keep myself in check. In other words, that lets me see, you know what, I can't skip today. Because if I skip today, I'm going to skip tomorrow, and then I'm going to skip the next day. I don't want that habit. So stick to it daily, make it part of your daily routine, and before long, it'll be a habit before you know it. One example, while we're at home and watching our favorite shows and a commercial comes on, well, do some commercials, exercises. Here's an example. Let's say a car commercial comes on. When you see that car commercial, you stand up and you move, you exercise. I gave you an example of jumping jacks. Maybe you just want to do 5. You don't have to do the exercise the entire length of the commercial. Maybe a pet commercial comes up. Okay, I'm going to do sit-ups if I see a pet commercial. What if I see a food commercial? All those restaurant commercials. I'm going to jog in place. Maybe I do jog in place the entire length of the commercial. Maybe I do it for half of the commercial. Remember, start out small and then work up. Make it longer, make it bigger. And did you know that you can go outside? But do not forget, we have to practice all the safety precautions that we know about. We know about masks. We know about social distancing. But you know what? Keep it simple. Exercise in your own backyard. Stay right there. And don't be afraid to take breaks. That's fine. Rest if you need to. You're not making this hard on yourself. You're not making it where you don't like doing it. So take a break. Don't forget. Make sure you hydrate yourself. Drink plenty of water. Even though you may not be hot and you may not be sweating that much, you need to replenish that water. Your body will love it. Challenge yourself. So let's say today you started out walking in your backyard and you walked around your backyard just one time and that was it. Guess what? Go out this afternoon or tomorrow. Now you're going to walk 2 times. The next day, walk 3 times. Before you know it, you're going to be running in your backyard. And challenge your family members. Tell your siblings, tell your guardians, hey, I challenge you. I bet at the next car commercial, I can do 10 jumping jacks. How many can you do? Let's see how many mom and dad or brother and sister can do. You can challenge a friend virtually. Yeah, just make sure mom and dad are okay with it and get on there, FaceTime, and say, hey, I'm ready to do some exercise. You want to do it with me? I challenge you to. Or you could record yourself, send it to your friend, say, look at this, what I did. Now, send me one back of yourself doing these exercises. And then you know that exercising your body is great, but it's not the only thing, okay? And you may be thinking, what are you talking about? If you look down here at this last, those brains that I have in that one cell, or that one slide, the brain on the left, that is the brain of a person that's just been sitting quietly. The green represents the amount of brain activity and the amount of oxygen that's in the brain, okay? So then you compare it to the brain on the right. That one is a brain after somebody has walked for 20 minutes. 20 minutes out of your entire day. That's not much, is it? But look at the brain activity. Look at the green, the yellow, the red. That is oxygen flowing to the brain. The brain, that's like giving it gas. The brain is firing up. All of those dendrites are just firing away. And look at the activity it did just because you walked. Isn't that awesome? So again, remember, just move every day. Make it part of your routine. And don't focus on it being hard. Don't focus on it being a lot. Just focus on moving, okay? And make sure mom and dad are also out there and they're doing their part and they're moving as well. Again, I appreciate you guys tuning in. I thank FACE of GISD for allowing me to have this time with you. Again, my name is John Belts, and I'm the PE teacher at Northlake. I hope you've enjoyed my presentation. And again, stay safe out there and just keep on moving. Everybody have a great day. Until next time, take care.
Hello, GISD families. I'm so excited to see you here on Facebook Live. My name is Laura Fagan. I'm the lead nurse with Garland ISD Health Services. I'm here today because we're in a bit of a worldwide health crisis. I want you to know that your GISD school nurses are still here and working hard for our community, even though there's social distancing. Actually, have you touched base with your school nurse yet? You can find their email address on your school's website. They're all also on Twitter. I know they would love to hear from you. They're missing their school families big time. You can also find Garland ISD Health Services on Twitter at GISD Health. And while you're at it, go ahead and find me at GISD Lead Nurse. I look forward to seeing you there. Today we're going to cover some things you can do to prevent the spread of COVID-19, also known as coronavirus, here in our community. If you have any questions, our health services staff will be working to answer them in the comments. While it may be a bit disappointing to hear that so many sporting events, dances, field trips, and other gatherings are being canceled, there's a public health reason for these measures. These cancellations help stop or slow down the spread of disease, allowing healthcare systems to more readily care for patients over time. Canceling events that are likely to draw crowds is an example of social and physical distancing. Social distancing is deliberately increasing the physical space between people and to avoid spreading illness. Staying at least 6 feet away from other people lessens your chances of catching COVID-19. It's important to stay home if at all possible. Avoid going out in public places. It's not a good idea to go to playgrounds, on play dates, or to any place where there's other people. Minimize the number of household members leaving the house for essential things like grocery shopping. Only one person needs to go to the store. Moms, this is your chance to go shopping without the kids. Many people have been asking why we need to stay away from each other. COVID-19 is spread through respiratory droplets. What this means is that if you're carrying the virus, even if you are not feeling sick, you can infect others by coughing, sneezing, or simply talking. These little droplets go into the air, and if someone is too close, they can either enter their body by breathing them in or even getting in their eyes. Other things you can do to prevent illness include washing your hands with soap and water for at least 20 seconds or using hand sanitizer that is at least 60% alcohol. Clean and disinfect frequently touched objects and surfaces often. Stay home when you're sick. Don't touch your eyes, nose, or mouth, and cover your cough or sneeze by using your elbow or a tissue. Throw the tissue away and wash your hands again. But what do you do if you start to feel sick? The symptoms of COVID-19 typically include fever, cough, and shortness of breath. Stay home and call a healthcare provider unless it's an emergency. For a life-threatening emergency, call 911. Follow your healthcare provider's instructions, including self-quarantining at home if that's what's recommended. Always call before you arrive at a healthcare facility if you have a fever, cough, or shortness of breath so they can be prepared for your arrival. About 30% of people with COVID-19 show no symptoms at all. That means these people could be spreading the virus without knowing it. 56% of people have moderate symptoms that can simply be treated at home. 10% require hospitalization, and an additional 4% require critical care in the hospital. So maybe you're asking, who's at highest risk for this illness? Based on currently available information and clinical expertise, older adults and people of any age who have serious underlying medical conditions might be at higher risk for severe illness from COVID-19. Based on what we know now, those at high risk for severe illness from COVID-19 are people aged 65 years and older, people who live in a nursing home or long-term care facility, people of all ages with underlying medical conditions, particularly if not well controlled, including people with chronic lung disease or moderate to severe asthma, people who have serious heart conditions, people with severe obesity, people with diabetes, people with chronic kidney disease undergoing dialysis, people with liver disease, or people who are immunocompromised. Many conditions can cause a person to be immunocompromised, including cancer treatment, smoking, bone marrow or organ transplantation, immune deficiencies, poorly controlled HIV or AIDS, and prolonged use of corticosteroids and other immune-weakening medications. Remember that not all information on the internet or social media is accurate. The situation we are in is rapidly changing. Scientists around the world are working tirelessly to provide us with information about the virus. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, or the CDC, and the World Health Organization, the WHO, are great places to find information on COVID-19. They're updating their websites often with factual information. We are all in this together, GISD. By staying apart now, we can all be together again faster. Your nurse can't wait to see you back at school, learning and playing with all of your friends. Stay safe out there, and remember to wash your hands. See you later, GISD.
I'm the Coordinator of Employee Wellness and Nutrition for Garland ISD's Employee Wellness Department. Today, we want to share with you our tips for maintaining wellness and healthy lifestyles at home. There are 4 major areas we will be discussing to help you maintain wellness and healthy lifestyles at home: physical activity, mental wellness, eating wisely, and safety. We will share some information for each of these areas and discuss how your time spent at home can address them. There are so many options for staying active at home. It is important to schedule time in our day to move to help keep our mind and body fit and healthy. Choose activities that you enjoy and that your family can participate in together. As a reminder, it is important to start slowly with exercise and talk with your doctor if you have pre-existing health conditions before starting an exercise routine. Some ideas for staying active at home include walking outside, take your dog if you have one, free fitness videos that are online, housework, yard work, bike riding, stretching, lifting weights, and even having a dance party. This is a stressful time for all of us, but don't let stress take over. Finding ways to relieve your stress and support your mental health and wellness is important during this time. Some ideas for relieving stress include connecting positively with family and friends, meditation, deep breathing, playing with your pets and family, yoga, listening to music, reading, and exercising. Fueling your body with nutritious food will help you stay healthy and focused. It is important to consume regular meals and snacks as needed, stay hydrated, and choose a variety of nutrient-rich foods. The Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics has many resources available regarding nutrition during this time. Visit their website at www.eatright.org. During this pandemic, it is vital that we protect ourselves, our families, and our communities. Some tips for staying safe during this time include hand washing, knowing the signs and symptoms of COVID-19, cleaning your home regularly, protecting yourself when you go out in public, and accessing health information and following guidance from credible sources such as the CDC, Texas Department of State Health Services, and Dallas County Health and Human Services. One other important thing to do to maintain your health and wellness while at home is to sleep. Sleep is vital to keeping our body healthy. 3 keys to achieving and maintaining healthy sleep include quantity, quality, and regularity. The National Sleep Foundation has resources and tips regarding healthy sleep habits. Visit their website at www.sleepfoundation.org. For more information on these areas, visit the American Institute for Preventive Medicine Wellbeing from Home website at www.healthylife.com/WFH. Now we want to explain some ways that well-being at home can be done with family through useful time, valuable time, and fun time. Throughout the day, there are necessary tasks that you and your family members need to get done. This can include schoolwork for children, work responsibilities for parents, and cleaning, to name a few. Here are 3 ways this can become easier for everyone. Number 1, create a workspace. Having an appropriate space, such as a desk, can help anyone stay focused and on task. Make sure the room is organized, the desk is free from clutter, and that you're able to sit in an appropriate position. Do what works best. Consider having instrumental music playing if it helps, and remove distractions if needed. Number 2, create a system. At school and work, there were time frames and systems in place. For instance, there was a time to start, finish, have lunch, and take breaks. Create a similar system at home and make adjustments as needed to include additional tasks. Mimic a morning routine you typically had in the past. You can even try getting ready. Have plenty of time for a lunch break and additional breaks throughout the day. Now that we're spending more time at home, make sure to factor in time to clean and do chores around the house. Each person could have a chore, or the whole family could clean together. Additionally, if your sleeping schedules are a bit off, set an alarm at night that indicates that it's time for everyone to get ready for bed. Remember, the schedule does not need to be perfect. Be flexible with changes and communicate what is expected with your family members. And number 3, to make the most of useful time, it is necessary to listen to your body. An easy way to reduce eye strain is the 20-20-20 rule. After 20 minutes of being on a laptop or device, look at something that is 20 feet away for 20 seconds. If you're feeling tense, you can do simple stretches during a break. If you are feeling stressed while cleaning or doing house projects, don't forget to practice deep breathing and meditation. It is important to listen to your body so that you do not overwork yourself. Taking breaks and stretching will help you have the energy to factor in exercise or other activities later in the day. It is important for our mental health to find balance between our useful time and time we find valuable, time where we concentrate on doing something as a family and connecting with each other. One way we can connect more with our family is by bringing the kids into the kitchen with us. By bringing our kids in the kitchen, it allows them to build their self-esteem and teaches them the values of family meals and eating healthy. There are so many benefits to cooking with kids. Studies have shown that frequent family meal times are related to better school performance, among other things. Cooking also builds confidence, responsibility, and independence in children. Following recipes and measuring ingredients helps kids develop math and language skills. Other benefits of cooking with children include making healthier food choices and learning and enhancing safety habits, such as washing hands, avoiding hot objects, and washing dishes correctly. Based on your child's age, there are many ways they can participate in the kitchen. Tasks for younger children could include helping collect ingredients from the cupboards, refrigerator, or freezer, pouring ingredients into measuring cups. They could stir and mix ingredients by hand, or assist in measuring ingredients. They could also help set a timer, which is a great way to work on numbers and counting. Tasks for older children include preheating the oven to the correct temperature, using the microwave, using a blender with assistance, or using a knife to cut, slice, or dice with supervision. For example, while preparing a recipe, a younger child could collect the ingredients from around the kitchen, measure some of them, while an older child could then dice an onion or blend the ingredients for a sauce. For more information about cooking with kids, visit www.eatright.org/4-kids. Other tips for eating well at home include keeping fresh fruits and vegetables on hand for an easy-to-grab snack, planning out healthy meals with the ingredients that you have on hand, and staying on a schedule when it comes to meal times to avoid overeating and excessive hunger. Visit www.choosemyplate.gov for more information on the food groups and healthy meals. For our mental health, it is important to find joy and happiness during this time, including time each day or at the end of the week to reward everyone for working hard and adjusting to changes can promote a positive climate at home. Determine what activities your family enjoys doing together. Some ideas include arts and crafts, movie nights, game nights, exercise such as sports or walks, scavenger hunts, cooking and baking, and building a fort. Scheduling these activities and fun moments throughout the week is a great way to keep your time at home balanced. We are sharing health and wellness information daily on our social media and blog. We would love to have you connect with us at GISD Wellness. Thank you so much for your time. We hope the resources, tips, and information that we shared with you tonight will help you to maintain your health and wellness while at home. Have a great evening.
Over the last couple weeks, I have had a ton of people reaching out to me saying, Jake, I know you work in elementary school. You see hundreds of kids every day. I need some advice. I've tried behavior contracts with my kids. I've tried positive reinforcements. I've tried timeouts. I've even found myself yelling at my children. What else can I do? My advice came in the form of one simple phrase. I feel. I feel stressed when you scribble all over your math assignment. Next time you don't know what to do on a problem, will you come up to me and ask for help? I'd be happy to work through it with you. As you begin to phrase the misbehavior in this way, two powerful things begin to happen. First, you're teaching your kids that their actions have an impact on those around us. Their brains haven't formed to the point yet where they can do that on their own. It's a skill that has to be taught, and it's best if it's taught by you in your own home. And second, you're teaching your children more acceptable replacement behaviors for those negative ones that you're trying to eliminate. Instead of scribbling on the math assignment, ask for help. Instead of leaving dirty dishes on the living room floor, place them next to the sink. As you begin to phrase misbehavior in the home in the form of, I feel this when you do this, next time try this instead. I can promise you'll begin to feel more harmony and peace in the home, and you'll feel a relationship of strength and of trust begin to blossom between you and your children.